During this process of self-recognition, moving within oneself, one realizes that you have many dimensions, and what you know of now is only one single dimension.
You do something, then you stop. Again you start from the beginning, next day. You do 2 hours, gone. Next day again you start from the scratch. So when will you finish digging the well? So it has to be non-stop, continuous, 24 hours. So what is that meditation? And whatever people call as meditation, is it really meditation? Or is it just preparation for meditation? Yeah, what you said is correct. It's a very common apprehension people have. Like if you become more spiritual or you go into a spiritual path, you are not good for the world. But the truth is that if you look at Bharatvarsha also, our old Indian ancient sages, they were all depicted to be family, grahasthas, like family people. Both husband and wife will be practicing, all doing the meditations, all yajnas are performed together as a family. So we always, primarily in Hinduism, they always try to show that the spiritual path is it's kind of a family affair, like jointly done by the husband and wife and also the kids. There were so many types of initiations and practices people were doing in ancient times. But in the present day scenario, the lifestyle of everybody has changed. Now we are in a very fast-paced lifestyle. So there is a need to recalibrate your mind when it is fully active. That is the waking state. And your mind when it is in a very relaxed or about to become still, that is when you start seeing the dreams. And when it is fully in the still state, that is when actually it is the deep sleep state we call. In the deep sleep state, actually the mind is non-existent to say 99%, almost similar to what is samadhi, and death is nothing but an extension of sleep. In sleep you wake up into the illusion again, but in sleep it's a permanent dissolution. So and mukti is not different actually, but what is it that you are trying to dissolve is what you need to know. It is more like you are dissolving your mind permanently, and while you do that, being in the body, you are known to be a Jivan Mukta, and after death anyway it is going to dissolve. But for a person, if a mind is not fully dissolved, it still exists. It continues, by taking further forms, which is all an extension of the imagined life. There is no difference between your true real nature and the spirituality which we want to explore. The nature outside and the nature within are not two separate entities. They are the same. Mukti or liberation, we use so many words, enlightenment, all these words, moksha, all this is meant actually not for the mind, it is from the mind. So one needs liberation from his or her own mind, because what is causing delusion is your own mind. It is a barrier or a veil which doesn't allow you to see the truth. Now truth is always there where it was. It is just like the sun, which is always there, but the clouds are hiding it, covering it, and for you to see the sun, only the clouds needs to be moved. You don't have to create a sun or achieve, sun is always there. So similarly, your true state is already there, which is untouched and unblemished by anything other than one's own thoughts and emotions and whatever collectively you call the mind. So once you drop the veil of mind, or you see through the game of the mind, the realization is already there. Or the removal of this I is the practice one needs to do to reach at that ultimate peace, what we are talking about. Even if you can bring that attention to the experiencer while engaging in these activities or meditation, the entire process can become meditative. Surprisingly, even a act of doing something for a small break or a small joy can become a very meditative experience if you can bring the attention to the experiencer. Darkness cannot see light, because the moment light comes, there is no darkness. So your mind can never see the reality, because the moment mind is not there, it's already reality is there. So mind cannot witness reality ever. So any practices you do with the mind takes you away from reality. The moment you realize that dropping the mind, reality is there, you do things necessary to drop it. Anger, again it has many things we need to go through. Why does one get angry? Or getting anger is not a bad thing, but when it is an uncontrollable thing or it's happening quite frequently, it's a matter of concern. Now, again, I give this example. Suppose you are having your food and you bite your tongue out of when you eat, sometimes it happens. Now will you knock all your teeth down? So no, because you know that they are also part of you. So the existential, when you view the entire existence as a single entity, the same Brahma, what you see as one consciousness in what you see in yourself, as the same consciousness in all living bodies, then the chance of getting angry becomes very less, because you don't see them as a different identity. It becomes a part of you.
When you mature enough in this path of finding your soul, you reach a place where you are stripped of all the identities, dimensions you know of, and what remains is a dimensionless feeling of presence, an active awareness. And when you realize that that is you, there is no fear for death, because death can only get rid of the identities you are not, but what you are, you remain.